Have you noticed how every time AI makes the news, it's either painted as our savior or our doom? Depending on which headline you click, you're either going to live in a utopia where machines do all the boring stuff while we sip cocktails on the beach, or you're about to be unemployed tomorrow because ChatGPT just applied for your job. Well, here's the thing. Neither of those extremes really tells the full story. AI is changing the world. Yes. It's transforming industries. Yes. But here's the question I want you to sit with today. Are all jobs equally at risk, or are there certain career paths, real practical ones, that are built to thrive no matter how sophisticated the algorithms or AI gets? That's what we're diving into today. We're going beyond the screen, past the theoretical debates, and looking at real-world AI-safe jobs. Jobs where human connection, creativity, or physical expertise makes you not just safe, but essential. And by the end of this video, you'll not only know what those jobs are, but also how you can start steering your own career in that direction. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm Thomas Schmidt, and I've spent over 3 decades as a technology and business executive, including roles as COO, CMO, and VP product, leading teams through multiple industry and technology disruptions. Now, as a consultant, I work with organizations to optimize how they manage technology, streamline operations, and sharpen both marketing and product strategies. But I also help mid-career professionals reinvent their careers for what's coming next. And that's why I make these videos, to give you practical insights that help you stay relevant, competitive, and excited about your future. Okay, let's dive in. Part 1, the AI apocalypse myth debunked. Okay, let's start with a scary story we've all been told. The AI apocalypse. Well, we've seen the viral posts. Half of all jobs will disappear by 2030. The robots are coming for everyone. Well, it makes for a dramatic headline. But does it really hold up? Well, here's the reality. AI won't replace entire occupations, at least not at once. It will replace tasks within those occupations. And the difference is huge. Take the example of ATMs. When they were rolled out in the 1970s and 1980s, everyone thought that bank tellers were done for. Why would you need a teller if a machine could just give you cash? But guess what? Banks actually opened more branches, and tellers shifted into new roles: customer service, advice, account management. The job didn't disappear, it just evolved. And the same thing is happening right now. AI is handling tasks like scheduling, basic analytics, or generating first drafts. But the broader role, the part including judgment, creativity, and emotional intelligence, that's still being human. So when you hear blanket predictions, well, take them with a grain of salt. They often miss the nuance. Now, let's talk about the skills AI can't replicate. Not yet, anyway. Empathy. Machines can simulate politeness, but they don't feel. They don't comfort a grieving spouse or calm down an anxious child. Moral judgment. AI can suggest options, but it doesn't weigh ethical dilemmas. Context. Humans can walk into a room, pick up the body language, tone of voice, and a whole history of unspoken dynamics. AI, well, it just reads text, right? Lived creativity. Sure, it can remix patterns, but can it write a song inspired by heartbreak or paint something that captures the messy joy of childhood? That comes from lived experience. And this really ties into something much bigger, the evolving definition of work in 2025. Work isn't just about efficiency anymore. It's about impact. It's about connection. It's about experiences that matter. And which brings us to the first set of AI-safe jobs. And those are the ones that are rooted in creativity and experience. Part 2, beyond the algorithm, creative and experiential careers. We're living in what economists call the experience economy. People don't just want products, they want moments they'll remember. And AI, no matter how good, simply can't deliver the human spark. Let's take event planning, or event planners. Imagine planning a wedding. Sure, AI could generate a timeline or suggest flower arrangements. But when the DJ is late, the bride is stressed, and the venue suddenly changes the rules, you need a human who can read the room, problem solve under pressure, and, let's be honest, play therapist on the spot. And that's irreplaceable. Or look at bespoke travel. Yes, AI can tell you the cheapest flight to Paris. But planning a 3-country anniversary trip, weaving in personal history, secret spots, and surprise experiences, Well, that requires listening, intuition, and a personal touch. Then there's artisanship. Have you noticed how handmade goods are booming on platforms like Etsy or at local markets? People crave authenticity. A handmade ceramic bowl or a custom leather bag carries a story. And humans want stories, not just things. And don't get me started on live entertainment. AI can generate a pop song, yeah, sure. But can it make you laugh until you cry at a stand-up show? Can it give you chills when the singer hits that high note in a packed stadium? That human connection is what people pay for, and AI can't replicate it. So if you're in a field where you're creating experiences and not just outputs, you're sitting in one of the safest bets in the future of work. Part 3, mastering the human touch. Now, let's shift gears into a category that gets less hype but is just as safe. The profession's built on relationships and care. Take healthcare. Yes, AI can scan x-rays with incredible accuracy, but holding a patient's hand before surgery, reassuring someone who's just gotten a scary diagnosis, that's human. And with aging populations around the world, the need for caregivers, nurses, and therapists is only growing. And think about education. AI tutors can certainly drill you on algebra, but inspiring a kid who's fallen behind, spotting a student that's discouraged, and shifting your approach to lift them up, well, that's not in an algorithm's toolbox. Teachers, mentors, coaches, they guide, they encourage, and they ignite. Even business consulting and negotiation rely on a human touch. Picture sitting across from a negotiating table. There are politics, egos, unspoken fears. AI can crunch the numbers, but building trust, reading micro expressions, making the right call in a tense moment, that's 100% human. So if your career leans toward empathy, guidance, or human connection, you're future-proof. Part 4, the unseen innovators, niche and physical expertise. So here's another group of AI-safe jobs, the unseen innovators. These are the people keeping the world running with hands-on expertise. Let's talk about skilled trades. Electricians, plumbers, HVAC technicians. You can't outsource a broken furnace to the cloud. You can't send a robot into every basement and attic, at least not right now. Each situation is different, messy, and unpredictable. And this is where humans excel. Scientific research is another overlooked area. AI can analyze patterns and data, but who designs the experiment? Who improvises in the field when equipment breaks? Who explores caves, dives into oceans, or climbs mountains to gather real-world data? That's human territory. And then there's project management. Real project management isn't just about Gantt charts. It's managing people, dealing with delays, balancing egos, rescoping projects on the fly. It's messy, it's dynamic, and it's one of the hardest things to automate. And these roles might not grab the headlines, but they are critical, and AI simply doesn't have the dexterity, adaptability, or leadership to replace them. Part 5, future-proofing your career. Actionable steps today. Okay, so where does this leave you? Well, here's some practical steps to start future-proofing your career right now. Step 1, commit to continuous learning. Think of your career like a smartphone. You wouldn't keep the same model forever without updates, right? Well, the same goes for your skills. You need to blend technology literacy with human-centric strengths. Step 2, develop your human-only skills. So things like emotional intelligence, which isn't soft anymore, is essential. And so is communication. And so is critical thinking. You need to practice these like you'd practice coding or design. Step 3, build your network. Your community is your career insurance policy. And the stronger your relationships are, the more opportunities will flow your way. Machines can't replace trust or shared history. And here's a bonus. Don't fight AI. You need to partner with it. Use it to clear your plate of repetitive tasks so you can focus on the human elements that really matter. So let's bring this all together. The AI apocalypse? Well, is it overblown? Time will tell. That said, jobs are evolving and not vanishing. The safest, most future-proof careers are the ones rooted in what makes us human: creativity, empathy, adaptability, and connection. So whether you're an artist, a teacher, a nurse, a plumber, or a project manager, the future isn't about being replaced. It's about doubling down on the very things that make you irreplaceable. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep showing the world that your best work is still ahead of you. And if this video helped you, please hit that like button and share it with a friend. And of course, subscribe for more weekly insights on how to grow, evolve, and show up as your best self. Until next time, take care, be kind to yourself, and keep leaning into what makes you strong. And I'll see you in the next one.